Hi, Sleepy. Look how sleepy she is. Hi, Sleepy. Hi. Aw, did you just wake up? Look at his sleepy eyes. Yeah. She knows exactly when I turn the camera on. Now she's going to bug me. That's okay. Okay, I turned the main bubbler off temporarily. I have another one going, but I don't think you can really hear it. Today's video is an alocasia focused video. It should be pretty quick. I just want to show some new alocasia that I've gotten that are ready to come out of quarantine, and I'm going to put them in the Millsbo wide cabinet in front of me. And I keep thinking more and more about getting the unicollies for over here. I keep thinking about it. I'm like, I could have so much more alocasia space, which I need. It is crazy, you guys. I am farming. I am mass farming a crap ton of alocasia down there. I can't stop. It's like I keep acquiring corms because they're just little potatoes, you know? So it's like 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. What's a little bit more, you know? I just keep acquiring potatoes. I literally had, I think I had 9 potatoes arrive last week in the mail. I cannot be stopped. I don't know what's come over me, but I am going to film this video probably in a few parts. So this will be part 1. Part 2 and 3 will come much later when a lot of the potatoes have sprouted in there. A couple of them have sprouted, but not really enough to get them potted up quite yet because they're still under really high humidity. So I figured I would show you maybe like 6 or 7 alocasia that I haven't really shared yet that are ready to come in here like I was saying, and we could do just a little show and tell type of thing and get them set up in here. I actually have one alocasia in here that you guys haven't seen. I'll show you that one first. It's going to stay in there. And then I'm pretty sure I showed you guys, yeah, I showed you guys my Simpo albo that I got, and then I have a Plombe mutation. I don't know if I really talked about those, so I'll share those again really quick. I got those the same time as the Regal Shields albo, the newer genetics. I've had this one for a few months, and you guys, it's gone crazy. Like, look at this new leaf here. This is my favorite leaf right now in my entire collection. I just want to show her off because she's so pretty. She's getting ready to pop another leaf right here. Yeah, the goal is to have beautiful mother plants that produce good offspring. So I'm really hoping she pulls through and gives me some beautiful babies to grow out. But yeah, she is my favorite right now because I just adore her coloring. And look at that beautiful marbled stem. I've only had her, like I said, maybe like 4 months. And I've already upsized her and everything, which is kind of crazy to me. She's like a good mama plant already. I have this one up here at the window. So I will start with this one here. So this one is currently living in the Millsbo cabinet. I've had this one for a little bit, probably like 4 or 5 months. And this is a sedenii, but it's a aurea. And I will say that I'm going to repurchase this one. Although I do like her and she's growing, she's not what I expected her to be when I got her. I was under the impression she was a corm-grown pup, and she's not. She's from TC, and it's just not what I want, and the variegation isn't what I want. The first leaf on her was pretty peachy, and then she's kind of developed into this green on green variegation here, which I'm not really a fan of. I know the aurea variegation on these guys can take a really long time to burn in, but even on some of these older leaves, you can just see the variegation just isn't what I had hoped. And I actually paid a premium price for her, which I'm kind of upset about because it's just not what I expected it to be. But, you know, lesson learned, I am more selective and careful with what I'm buying now. And I guess a little disclaimer, because you guys know how I feel about TC versus corm-grown. I'm not gonna get into all that here. I don't hate TC or anything like that. I'm just very particular with variegated alocasia from TC based off my own experiences of what I have grown out. They're just not growing and performing how I would like them to, especially with the variegation. I just feel a lot of them either go full elbow, they go minty, the variegation doesn't continue on, only like in the first couple of leaves, and then it's just like it disappears. It's a beautiful plant though. It seems like a happy, vigorous grower. I have had some that are just duds and some that grow well. I have another TC down here that I got because I was curious what it would do, and it's a beautiful plant. I just don't love the variegation it's giving me. So yeah, I will repurchase one of these that hopefully has a lot more color. And maybe a corm from her will produce better variegation. We'll see, but I'm gonna continue growing her out. I don't know what I'll eventually do with her. I guess I'll just keep her as a backup plant. But yes, I will be repurchasing this one. I'm gonna bring them in one by one from the quarantine bin in here and then put them in the cabinet, just because they've been under still a little bit more of a higher humidity in a contained bin that I don't want to leave them out in my ambient. So yeah, it's currently 39% humidity in here, which isn't great, and I don't want these guys to shock because they're probably under like 60-70% humidity right now. But this is one of my new ones, which I love. Do I wish her color was better? Yes. So I may put this one back on my list to repurchase as a highly variegated one. But I love her so much, and I haven't had her for that long. I'm gonna pull off the little crispies. There goes the pon everywhere. She actually needs an upsize. She is a really vigorous grower. Okay, I purchased her. So this is a golden bone, but it's the aurea version, and I want the pink one. Oh my gosh. One day I will get a pink one. I had never even heard of this alocasia before. And I came across it one day and I'm like, what are you? I love you. And I'm obsessed with her. She's so pretty. I love the leaf shape and everything. But like I said, she's supposed to be an aurea. She's just a low var. This was her first leaf. I think this is the leaf when I got her. You could see a little bit of that variegation. It's kind of yellowing a little bit. And then her second leaf was all green. I'm like, oh no. And then her third leaf here was all green. I'm like, oh no, she's reverted. And then this newest leaf here just came out, and she does have some pretty good color on her. But again, the aurea takes a while to burn in. Like, look at that pink veining and everything. Isn't that a beautiful alocasia? The pink variegated ones are so pretty. My goodness. So I'm glad some of her color is returning. Like I said, I haven't had this one for that long, maybe a couple months, if that. And I had her in stratum and perlite. So when I get new alocasia in, that's what I usually do. I leave them alone for a little bit, put them in my own stratum and perlite, let them root up a little bit, and then I'll transfer them to pon. That's what I did with her. And you guys are ready for this? Look at this. What in the heck? Talk about needing an upsize already. Look at that. I need to do that soon. Like, that is crazy, craziness. She's dried out pretty quickly in my little bin that I've had her in because she's so rooted. And I think that's why she's aborting her lower leaf, because she went a little bit dry. But that's crazy. I added water in here yesterday and I pulled her out. I'm like, holy crap, I need to upsize her already. But such a vigorous, happy grower so far. I love this alocasia so much. Probably one of my top ones right now. Like, as far as leaf shape and everything and the veining, she's so pretty. I can't wait to see the color on that when it burns in a little bit more. I know it's really hard to make out on camera. So yeah, I am on the lookout for an aurea version that's more variegated, and eventually I will own the pink one day. But she's beautiful, very happy, seems like a very easygoing alocasia so far. And I'm excited to grow her out more. Maybe she'll produce some corms that has some good color. I don't know if she's corming yet. She potentially could be. It looks like she might. She's rooting definitely, like down into the pon a lot down in there. So who knows? I would be surprised if she's corming yet, just because she was literally a one-leaf pup like this, like a couple months ago, and she's already this, which is crazy. So she's definitely going to be a big alocasia for sure. But she's very beautiful. So let's get her put into the cabinet so she doesn't shock on me. I'm really excited to add some of these babies in here. It's currently 55% humidity in the cabinet. So I think a lot of these babies, I'm just going to sit together on top here. I have a couple rehabs in here. Oh, that's a springtail. I was like, what are you? I have my seed-grown nobilis in here. It put out a new leaf. Seed-grown, not corm-grown. This is my pollination thing that happened. It's rooting nicely. I can't wait to see what happens with that. And then I have a revert Regal Shields elbow in here. I'm going to grow it out and see if any of the corms from that one will come in variegated. It's a different genetics, and of course it came in reverted. I'm like, of course that would happen, because I bought it as a corm. It happens though, so I'm going to see what it does with its corms, if I can get like a second good mother plant. That's my goal anyway with that. And some of these guys here on the bottom I've already like showed you before. I have a Simpo elbow here, very beautiful. I had to cut like 3 highly variegated leaves away, and now she's blooming, of course. I had upsized her and pulled some corms, and it did freak out a little bit, like the all white leaves kind of browned, but that one is so, so pretty. So she should bounce back once she's done through her blooming cycle. I'm like, why are you blooming already? I also have a Plumbae mutation that the top leaf got burnt by the grow light in there. I didn't know it was like hitting the light. It looks like that. It's kind of cool. I've had this one for a few months. Longer than, I got this one the same time as the Simpo and the other Regal Shields elbow. It's definitely a weird mutated plant. I love it, but I don't love it. I had to upsize it as well because it was in a tiny cup, and then it's already growing a ton of roots. I did check to see if it was corming yet, and it isn't, so I don't think these are high cormers. It is very beautiful. I love that like pink texture. It's very interesting. Like, this isn't cut at the top at all. It's just the way that it's grown. It's like mutated. It's kind of cool. But this leaf is definitely bigger. So we're just letting him hang out in here. And then I have the other Pseudosanderiana. This one is pink. My other big one is on top of my IKEA cabinet. That is more peach. She's very pretty. I already took some corms off her because I had to repot her and everything. I have a lot of Pseudosanderiana right now growing. The other one that I have in here is my tissue culture that I deflasked. It's a Watsoniana. They had it labeled as a glossy pink elbow tissue culture. I deflasked 9/28/25, but she is not a glossy, she is a doff, but she has no pink, no color. I do want a true pink one eventually, and I did buy one that I'm not happy with that purchase. I was under the impression that it was a true corm-grown one, but it's not. When I checked it, it was a tissue culture, and that means the variegation will most likely do the same thing. It'll just go minty like that. There is nothing wrong with that, like if that's what you like and don't mind. I just want one that stays pink. And this one from TC, like, it's done very well. Like, look at that huge new leaf. Like, that's crazy, and it's even working on another one. For not even a year old from TC, and it has an offshoot down here in the middle. I mean, it's done very well. It's a very vigorous grower, I feel like. The veining is insane on that. I just wish she was like pink, you know what I mean? And the new one that I got, shocked in shipping, and it dropped all of its leaves, -1, which was low variegation, and then it spit a new one out, which had some like purple tones, but I can tell it's going to turn minty. So that one's back on my wish list. I'll show you that one next because that one I can actually, I'll go ahead and move it in here. But yeah, that's a crazy leaf. That's insane to me, and it seems very easy. I don't have this one in pawn. I haven't checked for corms or anything. Like I said, it does have an offshoot, and I've been growing it for a year. It's very happy, and this is what I call my shop mix. It's a tree fern core base, and I have perlite and some other stuff in there. So it seems really happy. I'm not going to move it out or anything. I'm actually excited to see how big that new leaf is going to be because that was the latest one. Okay, we had a cat catastrophe is what we've had. I went to go grab her. So I have the quarantine bin, the lid on, and then I have two grow lights on the inside of it that are connected by magnets. So when I lifted the lid up, one of them accidentally slid and fell, and it scared Chai because he was right there on the table, and he like knocked over a plant, like some props that I had in stratum and perlite. Stratum and perlite went everywhere, and this plant I dropped and it fell because it scared me too, the other Watso, and I'm like, now I have to repot it really quick. I just wanted to show you the base. So that's a TC. That's what the base looks like. There's no corm. So when I bought this plant, I paid a premium price, like $400. Yeah, I'm not joking, because I thought it was a true pink one, and no, it's not. That was the original, one of the original leaves here. It did have a nice pink leaf, but again, it was one of the original leaves. And then this leaf here, it does have some pink, but it's turning muted. So this one is going to turn minty more than likely. It is working on a new leaf, but I don't expect anything from that. But yeah, it's in one of these tiny pots that I may have to, I'm not going to upsize it though. I just want to get this back in here. I might repot this again later. I just wanted to get it situated back in here. So yeah, I regret this purchase so much. It's a waste of money. I'm gonna set him aside. I'll probably end up repotting him better off camera. I just didn't want his roots exposed. Sometimes I go to film what I think will be easy videos, and it turns out to not be an easy video at all. Okay, next up, one of the newer Alocasias I got. So these two are the same. I bought two different ones. I bought this one first. It was a one leaf little sprout here. It is a Maharani lemon lime. Look how cute that little leaf is. And then its second leaf put out all lime, and look at the freckles, you guys. I'm obsessed. Do you see that? The little dots. And it's working on its third leaf. So I got this. This is corm-grown. They're both corm-grown. And yeah, I got this one first. I thought it was a good price for like a one leaf little sprout. And I'm like, I really want this Alocasia. It's displaying like really good white creamy tones, which I really like. And then when it put out this leaf, I'm like, you are so pretty. And I'm so excited for this one to grow up more. And then I came across another one that was for a really good price, and it was more mature, and it had corms. And when I put it into pawn, it had 3 corms that I plucked off. So I currently set those up to grow. But this one here has really good color as well. It yellowed off 2 of the original leaves post like acclimation and everything. That one, that leaf. I think the Maharani lemon lime is so, so pretty. And then the newest leaf is still burning in, but it has all that beautiful color. I'm really excited for these. I ended up potting this one because I had a feeling it was going to grow pretty big for me, because it already seemed like a vigorous grower. Like from the pup, when I got it in the mail, I'm like, yeah, I have a feeling you're going to grow quickly. And look, it's already rooting a ton. And I've probably had this one for not even 4 weeks, which is crazy if you think about it. It doesn't have pest or anything. I feel comfortable putting it in here. But yeah, this one's going to size up in no time, and then I'll have a second one with different genetics. I feel like this one's a little bit more creamy. Like the coloring, it's a little bit different. Do you see? So I'm excited to have two different parents. So pretty. So I'm excited for these. So these get to come out of quarantine. Okay, next up is a Melo, but it's the aurea. And I love, love, love the color on this one. So I have the Melo elbow in there, and I really wanted the yellow variegation. And I think this one is so stinking cute. It has really good genetics. So it has some that's more yellow, and then it has some that's more creamy. Look how pretty she is. That's the newest leaf right here. Still burning in. It's kind of yellowing off some of the older leaves here. This was like the old setup I was doing with the cups, and I don't really love this, so I'll probably get this moved into self-watering pots like this. I like these better than these. This was just like a temporary thing that I was doing. And this one I feel like is a little bit big for this plant too. I mean, it is rooting, but I would like to get it into one of the other containers. But it's really cute. I like the yellow. I love more of like the creamy, peachy yellow than like the bright, bright yellow. That's really pretty, that leaf. Oh, and this one here too, look at that one. It's like white almost. Very pretty. Okay, and last but not least, I'll show you this one. So I decided to go ahead and get a Winty elbow. I think this is like pink elbow. It's doing a bunch of different tones, so I don't really know what to call it. So it has some elbow leaves like that here. It has like peach, pink, purple, all those greens. And here was another like white one. And then this one is kind of like a muted color, like a peachy. This leaf and some of the newer leaves, like this one here. And then this is the newest one where it's like, it's almost like pink. It's so interesting. I like the tones on this one. Like, look at the back side. I know these can get like really big. I do like the coloring on this one, but I am going to repurchase one that is more true white and pink. This one actually is a TC again. Not that I don't like it, and I do love the coloring. I worry that it's going to look a little bit dull. So hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it just surprises me and actually does well. I mean, it seems to be a happy grower so far. I really like that new leaf. It's very pretty. So I hope it maintains like this color I like, this one I like, but I don't really care for the muted like that here as much. So hopefully it doesn't do that. We'll see. I'll have to give it some time. I'm not writing it off yet. Maybe it'll surprise me. But if it doesn't, then yeah, I will look at getting one that's corm-grown. I heard these don't corm as much either, so I'll have to see. I'll have to give it some time here and see what it does for me. But if I don't end up liking it, then I will repurchase at some point. So I think that's all I'm going to share today. Like I said, I have so many new Alocasia. I cleared some out of my quarantine bin. I'll probably work on clearing some others out. And some of them, like this one here, I'm not thrilled with after getting it and everything. So I probably won't keep these. I'll hang on to them for a little bit just to see what they do. And yeah, my wish list is still crazy. I probably have like 40 new Alocasia, probably more, and half of them are little potatoes down there, like I was saying. I got some really good genetics down there, like really good corms that I'm excited for. Hopefully, I know with a corm you are taking a risk, you don't know, but I'm hoping with the ones that I got, they do well for me. But I'm taking a chance. I know. We'll see what they do. It's been an interesting Alocasia journey so far, for sure. I know what I want. I'm just having trouble sourcing and finding what I want. Yeah, that's the issue that I'm having. So yeah, we'll see. I'm going to put some of these back on my list to purchase, and I still have a lot on my wish list that I eventually would like to bring in. But I'm excited for the ones that I have and to grow them out. And I'm excited for all the corns to start sprouting. And some of the other ones that are in quarantine, I'll show you here soon. You guys saw the recent stingray albo that I got and the pink dragon. I'm excited for those too, but I do have some good ones. I'm very excited for some of the ones that I have purchased. And some time, like maybe down the road, I'll do an updated alocasia collection because it's insane. I just have gone off the rails. I will do an updated tour at some point with all of them. But I want them to kind of grow and get bigger just so I can see what the coloring does, see how they grow in and everything. I am like burning up in this hot room now. I didn't realize how hot it was in here today. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to share more in a part 2, maybe in a couple more months. So stick around if you love alocasia and you want to see some more. But yeah, like I said, I'm really excited for a lot of them. But thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video.